Christopher Joseph "Chris" Burke is an American actor and folk singer who has Down syndrome. He has become best known for his character Charles "Corky" Thacher on the television series Life Goes On. Early years: Burke is the youngest of 4 children of Marion Burke, a retired trade show manager, and Frank Burke, a retired NYPD inspector. Burke has Down syndrome, and his parents were told to institutionalize him when he was born. Instead they decided to raise him at home and nurture his talents, with the help of his 2 older sisters and brother. From a young age, Burke enjoyed watching TV and movies and desperately wanted to be on television. He was encouraged by his supportive family to follow his career objectives no matter how unconventional they seemed, especially for a young man with Down syndrome. In the early 1970s, public schools were not yet mainstreaming students with disabilities into general education classes. Burke attended the Kennedy Child Studies Center in New York City, from age 5 until graduating shortly before his 8th birthday. At that time there were no suitable private education programs for students with disabilities in the area, so, in the fall of 1973, Burke was sent to board at the Cardinal Cushing School and Training Center in Hanover, Massachusetts. In 1978, Burke transferred to the Don Guinella School in Springfield, Pennsylvania, to be closer to his brother, J.R., who lived close by. Burke graduated from Don Guinella in 1986. After graduation, he worked as an elevator operator and did volunteer work for programs for students with disabilities at New York City's Public School 138. Burke's first acting performance was in a production of The Emperor's New Clothes at the Cardinal Cushing School. This role inspired him to participate in a talent show after he transferred to Don Guinella, in which he acted as a zombie in a reenactment of Michael Jackson's Thriller video. He continued to hone his talent by attending night classes, going to auditions, writing scripts, and voraciously reading books about his favorite actors. Acting early acting roles and Life Goes On Burke got his first real professional acting job in 1987 in the ABC TV movie Desperate. Network executives at ABC were impressed by his performance in Desperate and created Life Goes On with Burke's character, Charles "Corky" Thacher, as the main role. Corky was the first character in a network television series with Down syndrome. Burke's revolutionary role conveyed a realistic portrayal of people with Down syndrome and changed the way audiences viewed people with disabilities. Life Goes On propelled Burke into fame and wide recognition. The series ran from 1989 to 1993. Corky said over and over on the series, "Life goes on. I have feelings." Later acting roles Since Life Goes On, Burke has made appearances on numerous TV shows and movies, most notably co-starring with Jo Beth Williams in the NBC movie of the week Jonathan, the Boy Nobody Wanted. Some of his TV show and movie appearances include Jonathan the Boy Nobody Wanted, TV movie, 1992, North and South, Book 3, Heaven and Hell, miniseries, 1994, Comish TV series, 1994, The Promised Land TV series, 1997, Touched by an Angel recurring as Taylor, an angel who has Down syndrome, 1997, The Division, 2002, ER, 2002. Awards Golden Globe Award nominee, Best Actor in a Supporting Role in a Series, Mini-Series or Motion Picture Made for TV, 1990, Golden Apple Awards nominee, 1990, 10 Outstanding Young Americans, 1991, National Rehabilitation Hospital Honorary, 1993, Just One Breakability First Award, 1995, Hall of Honor, AHRC, 1999. Down Syndrome Advocacy. Burke has been the Goodwill Ambassador for the National Down Syndrome Society since 1994. He has starred in the organization's acclaimed public service announcements with Tracy Ullman in 1999 and, more recently, for the My Great Story public awareness campaign with actor John C. McGinley and TV hosts Meredith Vieira and Nancy O'Dell. As Goodwill Ambassador, he travels the country attending buddy walks, making public appearances, speaking with the press and greeting fans. When he is not on the road, Burke is a valued member of the National Down Syndrome Society's staff, working in their New York City office. Burke has delivered inspirational speeches around the world and continues to speak at schools, seminars, conferences and non-profit organizations. He also tours the U.S. with his four-piece folk band, Forever Friends, for which he is the singer. Burke met his bandmates, twin brothers Joe and John DeMasi, when they were music counselors at the town of Hempstead, New York's anchor program for individuals with disabilities, when Burke was a teenager. The band has released several albums and has appeared on television performing their signature song, Celebrate. In 1991, Burke co-wrote his autobiography, A Special Kind of Hero, with Jo Beth McDaniel. From 1994 to 2005 he was the editor-in-chief of News and Views, and Upbeat, publications written by and for people with Down syndrome, and in 2009 he contributed to the National Down Syndrome Society's My Great Story campaign by writing his story, Great Expectations. References. External links, Chris Burke official site, Chris Burke at the Internet Movie Database, National Down Syndrome Society, Buddy Walk, My Great Story, The Scientific Aesthetic Quarterly, The Ambassadors, Milwaukee Catholic Herald, Skiv News.